Hey guys, welcome to Kipoerneke's Corner. I'm over in EverQuest Legends once more in Oggok. I think I'm right inside Oggok, as a matter of fact. Pretty close. Yeah, pretty close to the Feerrott at the moment. I think, oh, I see that the server's coming down in 20 minutes. I did not realize that was going to happen, but I guess we've got 20 minutes to hang out then in that case. I was going to go and do some work on figuring out what I have in my loot window, what my settings are and things like that. But I guess I won't do that right now because we don't have a whole lot of time. I'm going to head over to the Feerrott, and then one thing I will do is check and see which of the rusty items is on the auto loop window, because I want all of that to loop separately. I think I accidentally just went right back into Oggok and turned around. Well, all right then. Great. We're playing the enter and leave Oggok game here. No, back to the Feerrott I go. This time I'm going to try to face the correct direction. It's crazy. Not sure exactly how I did that, but okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the EQL button. We're going to go to Actions and then the Loot window. And I'm going to click Filters. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to search for Rusty, because I want the Rusty stuff not to auto-merge. I want it to store so that we can turn it into ores of various kinds. So let's see. That was Rusty. It doesn't show all of the things because it has a max result of 10. And so let's try Rusty T. Okay, that's fine. How about, there might have been something that started with a W that was Rusty. And yes, that's one. And let's see, what else might there have been? Let me think what else there would have been that wouldn't have shown up necessarily. There was a spear. Actually, there are multiple kinds of spears, but all of the S's seem to be there. Let's try some other things just to see. I think I did Rusty W already. Yeah, it was the Warhammer. That may have been it. I think there were more than things in that. Yeah, I could go to a forge, and it would, I could look up Rusty and find out what all there is, and that could perhaps be the better way to do that. But again, with only less now than 20 minutes left, or so, I think instead I'll just go and try to find some things to attack. I'm not really interested in the lizard men. What I'm looking for is spiderlings, wolves, skeletons, and bats. And that's because those are the items that are needed to get Kelethin Merchant Faction, and I intend to be over in Kelethin. Not immediately, but soonish. Let's go ahead to this, and I want to go to Players and Friends, and you can just click the Who right here, and it tells us if any of our friends are on. Looks like Erendei is on at level 3 in Greater Feerrott, and Faz is on in Befallen, level 9. Congrats, Faz. You got a couple more levels since last we spoke last night. Been hard at it this morning, I suppose, huh? I froze there for a whole second. Now, I thought I saw a bat over here. Yes, there it is. It's going all over the place. Where is the bat? I don't know. Swore it was right here, but it is gone. All right, let's scoot back a little and see if I can find that bat again. I don't see it, so I guess we'll get these the skeletons, right? Let's say hi to Erendei. Oh, look at that. We have a rusty longsword. So we're going to put that on auto store. Yes, I didn't even think of that. If it was set to auto merge, it'll actually show up the first time that we get it, because it will not know what to do with itself, since I haven't told it yet. It doesn't have anything to merge with. So Halifax says, hello, how are you doing? I'm doing well. How are you doing? There, I told Erendei congrats on level 3. And we got a server message saying we got another 15 minutes. You been playing any EverQuest Legends this morning, Halifax? Also, why is the name Halifax familiar to me? It comes from something, and I can't recall what, so enlighten me. It's a... I think maybe it's a place, isn't it? Halifax? Is it a place named Halifax? Halifax says, yep, level 10. Congratulations. I have walked in front of him. And as mentioned yesterday, you can only attack the things with melee if you are facing them. So if you have accidentally gotten in front of them instead of, like if you've walked in, you know, to where your back is to them, then you can't attack them. Halifax says it's a place, but from a song I enjoy. Yeah, I thought it was a place. But I don't know anything about it. Which song is it from? If you don't mind my asking. Make our way this direction toward these. I don't know what they are. Some kind of markings on the map. We didn't have all of these markings, I don't think, in beta, or at least not as clear as what I'm seeing here. So this is a new thing to me. There were some markers, but these are much more clear than they were, in my opinion. Let's turn around, attack this spider here. I think the thing I was having the worst trouble getting when I was looking for these materials were the bat fur. And that's something I should check and see where the bat fur and all of those sorts of things are going. I think I had them all going to my inventory at one point. But then I think I may have changed it to where they were going to the storage for the most part, and only one thing was going to my inventory. But I'm not 100% sure of that. Halifax says, Rocket's Red Glare song is called Halifax Song from like 2002. So the only Rocket's Red Glare song that I know is like the national anthem. I didn't realize there was something. Is it called Rocket's Red Glare? Is it the name of the song? It's called the Halifax Song, of course. All right. Never mind. You answered that already. Halifax is your in-game name. So the band is Rocket's Red Glare, and the song is called Halifax. Don't believe I've heard it. Or if I have, I'm not very good with the names of songs or the names of bands. So I know that's not terribly useful. Here we are. We have the standing stones, and it's like a very odd version of Stonehenge over here. It's not in a circle, for one thing. It's like if there was a building here, and all of the walls have fallen off, and the roof has fallen off, and all we have is like part of the frame left. Not sure what that's all about. I wonder if we'll find out at some point what those standing stones and things are lore-wise, like what's going on there. Or maybe some of you already know, perhaps. Now, the Lizardmen Mystics, those guys, they cast something on you. It's like a darkness type thing. But also, they drop these mystic dolls. And the mystic dolls give you like +1 in charisma. So I feel like you could use those dolls to increase your lovableness when you're talking to people and trading and things. Maybe if you equipped it, you could sell for a little bit more and buy for a little bit less. Possibly. Turn on these boots again. Gotta get a move on here. Now, I don't want to go anywhere near the froglok tads because they will attack me, I believe. And they are Gukton. They change your faction with the Guktons, and I don't want to decrease my faction with those. Oh, Erendei responded. She said, thanks. I suppose I should have texted you that servers were coming down. You know, no worries. I could have checked, you know, that would have been a smart move. But, you know, it's not how I roll. I don't know if these scarabs give anything interesting. Probably I shouldn't be bothering with scarabs. Need to focus fire on these faction building things, you know? Not that they build faction on their own, but there's a dude there with the Emerald Warriors who will accept these things and give me faction with the merchants in exchange for them. So he's got my attention, and I figure that by the time I go over to that area, I'll have the beginnings of some faction. Not too much, because it takes a lot. I don't know how many total it takes to get your faction up, but I want to say it's a large number. We'll just go with a large number of times that you have to turn that in. I don't know what our faction starts out with. We get like 5 faction every time we turn that in, and you need one of each of those items that I mentioned: the spiderling eye, red wolf pelt, bone chips, and bat fur. One of each of those every time you turn in. So it looks to me as though I'm not looting anything except the red wolf pelts from these guys, so that must have been the thing I was still going for. That and the bat fur on the pre-order beta. You see that the server's coming down in 8 minutes now, but I think I'll go ahead and play until that happens, and until we get knocked out of the game. Sound like a plan? I think these tinted areas are where the mystics are now. Maybe I don't want to go too close to them. I'm not sure. I don't know if they attack me without provocation. I don't recall. But we'll just not give them the any incentive to, because I'm not really interested in them. The only thing I'd want are those mystic dolls, and I don't know that that's really worthwhile to me right now. Just come kill some spiders and be happy, right? That spider ran right by me while I had melee attack on. It was not good enough. It's very interesting to me. Some of these things you really have to chase down. I think it has to do with the altitude difference. This place is so hilly that I think they can easily be on the wrong, like I'm on the wrong altitude to hit them. So I think it's a line of sight issue, but it doesn't take much to mess it up. One thing I really like about this game is this targeting window that you have here, this extended target. Appreciate that. Because you can see all of the things that you were in a fight with, everything that hates you, and is that you're currently engaged with, is on that list. And it's pretty cool because you can even see when they're casting something, it has a little casting bar. So you can be attacking one thing, and you can see that another thing is casting a spell. Pretty cool. There's another level, that's level 4, which is very nice. It says, became better at singing. I don't know. I'm gonna look through here real quick and see if it tells me anything. Not really. I was thinking it might tell me something about if I gained any spells or anything like that. We got 5 minutes before the servers come down. It's a few more spiders we can get. Oh, I guess I better not sit down in mid-combat. I'm used to EverQuest 2 where you can check your spell book in the middle of battle, and it's no big deal. You don't have to sit down in order to look at your spell book. I do just have those 2 spells still that were in there earlier. Don't know if I got any new abilities. Probably not, or new skills, I think they call it. Probably not. I thought that, yeah, okay, there he is. I thought that guy was about to come through the tree, and then I didn't see him. Now, what's interesting is my auto melee doesn't seem to be coming on, and I thought I had it set to do that, but it doesn't seem to be when I cast an ability. Oh well, I'll have to look at it later. This guy is probably in the process of going through that tree. There he is. All right. So when they run into the tree like that, what you can do is just go around to the other side of the tree and assume that they're going to come out that side in a few seconds, because you can't hit them while they're in the tree, apparently. Mid-tree, out of line of sight. One thing about things like the snakes that you can get is snake eggs. And you can make omelets and let's see. I don't recall what all you can make, but you can definitely make omelets with snake eggs. You need cheese too, and cheese is a little harder to come across. If you're in this area of Oggok and you're looking for things like a cup of flour, by the way, the cup of flour, dude, is actually here in front of Oggok in the Feerrott. There doesn't seem to be one inside the Feerrott. But yeah, when you're looking for things like that, you'll have to come out here. And I don't know if he has cheese or not. It says something about, maybe it calls him a baker or a chef or something. Oh, there we are. My decaying skeleton. We're getting some mode of infinitesimal potentials along the way as well. You can use those, as I mentioned earlier, on your equipment, but you can also use them on leveling up your spells. We've got the server coming down in 2 minutes. I guess when it gets down to 1 minute, I'll call it good enough at that point. We got a marsh bear as well. Wasn't even paying attention to that guy. Try to disarm him. Actually, I don't think I have disarmed yet. Maybe, I'm not sure. I have the macro for it because I made it on beta. But I don't know that I have the ability or the skill yet. Suppose I should probably head back to a safer area and get in a little bit better position. Coming down in 1 minute. Let's see if we can kill this bat real quick. We could. Goodness. Away from the bear. Alright, we're going to get over here and call it right on this path. Alright, I will go ahead and stop here since the server is about to drop. Sarah Nixon says, woohoo, hot overreaction. Heck yeah. Unfortunately, the servers are about to drop, so I'm gonna have to stop. I may log in over on EverQuest 2 for a bit here in a few minutes while this is going to be down. If so, I'll be back shortly. So if you're not following me, be sure to follow me and turn on notifications so that you can see the next time that I go live. Hopefully I will see you all then, and hopefully it'll be in a few minutes on EverQuest too. For now, I'm going to take off, and I will see you all later.